All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Peel's podcast is back with a retro type of edition. So why not have three of the retro guys, some main guys, kind of join the pod and chop it up, have a good time. First and foremost, I guess I can call him now a co-host. Guys been on the pod almost as much as Toucan and Moosey has. My boy Rico,
What up?
sporting the Gordo's cock ring is on the pod. Welcome, sir.
How's it going?
Good, bro. I'm glad to have you here. We are going to talk about your boy Devin Hester
I can't
on
wait.
the pod. Guaranteed. We may even talk about our game in main league on the
Yeah.
pod as well.
down.
Now, almost how you blew a 28-point lead in the second half.
But you know what the point is?
still-
I didn't.
You did, but you didn't because
But
you
I
still got the
didn't.
dub. So it's all
Yeah,
that matters. You
right.
secured the dub thanks to Elam and that all-pro guy you got playing on the other side was pretty darn good also. Joining our pod for the first time, we got two twin brothers. Rico, remind me, Matt and
Tom.
Tom are joining the pod. Let's bring them both on since they're both twins. Welcome, fellas. How you doing?
Hello.
How you been? Welcome
Doing
to the
good.
pod.
Hello. You can hear me fine?
We can hear you great, dude. Appreciate you hopping on.
All right. It is
So
going
Pickle
good.
Jerry, you are better known as what team in the main league?
I am the Washington Commanders.
So you took over for Jalen and you have not won a game. Got
Not
it.
a game. It is a really, really good roster, and I have not won a game, and I feel bad for not winning a game with such a good roster.
Somewhere out there, Jalen is upset that you're the one that took over. But we're gonna get into that in a little bit. And we got your twin brother, which I found out minutes before the podcast. You guys are actually twin brothers, which is pretty cool. First time we've had twin brothers on the pod. Matt, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Hello.
And you guys have the same fucking voice. It's gonna be really hard for me.
Yeah.
really hard for me.
Tell me about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm about 19 drinks in. At some point, I'm gonna call Matt, Tom, Matt. I'm gonna say some F words. It's okay. We're gonna make it through. We are going to make it through. All right. So first and foremost, let's dive into retro. How was the draft for all three of you guys? Rico, I'm gonna start with you because you had probably one of the more notable guys fall to you at 21.
Yeah.
I like to say it. I thought he'd
it
be a
was
top
21.
10 potential pick, especially with all the conversation that happened with him pre-draft.
Yeah.
But you landed the return demon in Devin Hester. How has that been for you so far? Have you played your game in the regular season yet? Let me start there.
No, I play an AI Dolphins user. So
All right, so
I
you got a
don't wanna
CPU
play
user. All right, so you got a CPU, so you haven't been able to
but
test
I
him out yet.
did play the first quarter of my preseason game against Matt.
Okay, how did that
And,
go?
Devin Hester had like 180 yards in the first quarter.
Oh no.
He mossed, I think, 3 guys twice. Like he went up and got it.
He's got to be the fastest player in retro.
I think I'm in Moss. I think I'm the only 99.
Yeah, that's got to be 1-2.
99.
1-2 right there. That's crazy. Hold on. I do have a special guest join the pod. He's not a retro user. He's not even I don't even think he's in the main league, to be honest with
He's
you.
not.
But the guy's a legend still. Within the legacy Discord community, he's well known for the guy who
He's
fucked
infamous. He's not
everything
famous.
up. He fucked everything up.
He
He
did.
made what was great, terrible.
Seriously.
It was terrible, just worse. But he's a head honcho for the player awards committee, which
Yep.
ironically enough we need to finalize. But here he is. MK, how are you,
Wow.
sir?
Good. Just a lot of slander on my name.
But is it well deserved? Which, by the way, can somebody else turn the fucking camera on? I'm staring at myself.
Okay, turn the
for
camera on, MK.
Not tonight.
for other memes right now. Come on, guys. It's 9:38. It's a Wednesday afternoon. It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it above the waist. All right.
I mean, I can put it below the waist if you want.
I mean, Gordon wouldn't want that. But
Yeah,
that's
that's
and
what
he
I'm
just went to
saying.
sleep. He just went night. So I don't know. He maybe. I always think of your meme with that guy staring at Goto's picture on the locker room.
Oh, stunned
Where
on
it
the
says
hose.
stun on his hose.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
It's one of my favorite ones. I think I tell you that all the time. It's one of my favorite memes you created. All right, so let's talk about the retro draft. Devin Hester Falls. You mentioned he's been balling out in preseason. Is he gonna lead the league in receiving? Just tell us now.
I don't know. Going into the
Can anybody
season,
stop him?
I didn't think he was gonna play receiver that often for me. I was like, let's come out in preseason, just throw a couple of bombs to him, and he caught like everything. I will say his stamina is gonna be a problem.
Is he playing defense
once.
too?
No, he gets tackled once and he's in the orange. Yeah.
Well,
bro,
but luckily
it's
for you, there's no injuries in retro.
True.
There's no injuries in retro, so you should be. He may disappear for a quarter or a half, but at least homeboy never gonna be on the injury report.
That's true.
So you'll be all right there. All right, Matt. How's the draft for you? Now, tell us, who do you have in retro for the people that don't know?
The Cowboys.
So you got the
draft went well.
Cowgirls. How was your first round pick? Who'd you pick in the first round?
Reggie Bush.
Oh,
Oh, so you're the guy that lucked out and got the phenom, Reggie Mother Bush. All right, so did you play with the Bush a little bit, or what you got going on?
I did. He's fast. He's really fast.
So you got your fingers a little wet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did that room on it, huh?
He was running with the Bush.
He was running with the Bush. There he is. So how are you gonna use him? You can use him at receiver, running back, a little combination. What's the plan for good old Reggie?
I'm probably gonna keep him mostly as running back because I have Tony Romo and he doesn't have.
So you're gonna run stretch all day.
Highest overall. But yeah.
All right, Tom. I know you're a Jets fan. You got the Jets in retro.
Yes, it is. It has been so much fun, even though I have not won a single game.
Have you won a legacy game? Period.
No.
Okay. So you're still looking for your first dub. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
Yes.
Who did you get? Who did you get in the first round?
First pick, first round, I picked Santonio Holmes. I like his speed. He has great speed. I feel like my wide receiver room didn't really have enough speed with Lavernius Coles and Cotchery and
It's a pretty old receiver room. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's on the cliff.
Yeah. So I felt like getting a young guy in there could definitely help. Plus, he was on the Jets at one point during the last time they made the playoffs, which was in 2010.
So you're hoping some of that magic comes back and
yes,
you get a little earlier playoff berth.
Yes.
I understand. Well, you gotta get win number one before you make the playoffs. So best of now, MK. You'll have a very important question I need you to address. Okay.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, I'm listening.
Your Wi-Fi now.
So good news.
All right.
The new Wi-Fi.
Break the news.
Great news. So I'm actually glad that the podcast today is funny. So the guys that are doing my new Wi-Fi, they came today, this morning,
This
and
morning.
they put it in the house. Call tomorrow, and we'll have new Wi-Fi, 100 Mbps's to 150 by Friday.
Oh man. So you're telling me, MK, there's a chance over the weekend that you are on the doorstep of your return to Legacy.
Yep. Dude, like I was so excited. I went and met the dude
Love
out
it.
in the yard. I went and seen him in the yard like I was a dad. So what you're
Like you're
saying
watching
is,
him work to make sure he does it right.
I was like, hey, go ahead and give me some extra on the side real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead and upgrade that fiber optics to the plus.
Yeah,
Make
let's
sure
get that.
we're getting the full 150 instead of 100. I need 150 because I got to stream my games.
It's great because apparently, so I only get 20 right now, but
Bro, that's terrible.
my PlayStation can only run like 6 because of everybody else in the house. So I'm hoping you can run at least 50 when we get 100. You know, at least
You should
when
be all
everybody's
right.
on.
So listen. I'm gonna open the invite to you first, as a commission of the Retro League. Our door's open to you, bro. You want to
Take
come
the
in,
Dolphins
take
or
a
the
team, do
Patriots.
a test run, get your feet wet. Get back in the groove. Let me know. We got you.
I will definitely probably try to get into retro. Hopefully, like as soon as his Wi-Fi gets.
There you go, bro.
good.
I'll hit you up this weekend once you get settled in, and you got your
Patriots
streaming
or the
capabilities
Dolphins.
back. And good, dude. I'm glad to hear it, dude. Hopefully, you don't
Win
fuck up
that
my week, though.
division.
Please make sure you and your brother don't piss off each other, and no email disconnection, and don't do
blow
it
us
to me
up.
now. Don't do it to me now. All right. So with that being said, so we talked about a draft. We got MK on the way back. What do you guys think about the draft this weekend? It starts tomorrow, Thursday night, right? First round going on
Yes.
tomorrow. We got different teams, right? We got MK, what, Steelers, right?
I'm a Cowboys fan.
You're a Cowboys fan. Oh, God bless you.
Whereas,
So we got a Steelers. Oh, we got a Cowboys. I know we got a Giants. We got a Bills.
Yes, sir.
And then who else? Matt.
Jets.
Or Tom.
the Jets.
Then we got the Jets. So we got Giants, Jets, Bills, Cowboys. All you four motherfuckers don't like each other. Just
This is a straight poverty team podcast.
Yeah.
It is. It
Yeah.
absolutely is. I mean,
Peter and I carry.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Besides the Cowboys, my Bucks have the most bowl wins out of anybody in this podcast.
Yeah, mine.
Giants have
You know,
4. Giants
Yeah, I
have
got
4.
4.
Yeah, but you did have to, sign the devil himself
It's okay.
to play for you.
Yeah, I mean, you did. You're paying for it. But I'm gonna start with you, dude. Cowboys have had a interesting, or for better words, who the fuck knows what they're doing this offseason? They haven't done anything besides sign Royce Freeman as their running back.
Yeah.
What do you hope they do in the first round here? So, did you see? There's a post I posted earlier in Legacy where Jerry. It probably wasn't this year. It's probably a different year. But Jerry goes, and I quote, "We're picking 28th in the draft because we're the 28th best team." And I was like, really?
Isn't that how that works?
Jerry, there's a couple signs when you need to step away, buddy. This is one of them. And
I
again,
don't know if I want
I
to
go
find
back
that.
and tag you in the post because I did this around lunchtime today. I was bored at lunch and I found that post and I tagged Toucan in it. I didn't know you were a diehard. So what do you guys do here? Obviously, you guys are 28th pick because you're obviously the 28th best team. Or
Actually,
worst
the
team.
Bills are 28.
Yep.
We're the 28th best team.
All right, there you go. What do you hope your team does, and then what do you think they actually will do? So it's a two-part question, right? What do you think your heart tells you? Hey, I would love if we drafted X. However, knowing my team, we're probably going to do Y.
In my heart, as
Hold on, breaking news. Gordo's not asleep. Gordo's in bed listening to the podcast because he just made a comment. So Rico, whatever
My
you want to say to
Pookie,
your
get
Pookie
on,
Bear,
please.
he's
Get
listening.
on.
Sorry, MK. My apologies, sir.
No, you're good. So in my heart, as a high school offensive defensive lineman, I want a monster to stop the run or a monster just to put everyone on their butt. So it's really either two inside guys, Murphy from Texas for our starting or second D tackle job, and Jackson Powers Johnson
Okay.
from Oregon. I think they'll either go Jackson Powers Johnson or they'll go Tyler Guyton. They love I don't know what their addiction is with Guyton, but they just love him. And they hit with Tyler Smith, and I didn't see why they wanted Tyler Smith, but I'll believe. But dream pick is somehow Caleb Williams goes to our pick, and we just go super and trade
It's not
Drake
gonna
back.
happen.
But
You're not getting Caleb.
it's never
Get
gonna
off that
happen.
fucking
It's never
phone.
gonna happen.
They're gonna trade up with the Giants and send them Dak.
Isn't that guy from? Is that guy from Oregon? You mentioned a center.
Yes.
Yes, Jackson.
Jackson Powers Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading about him because he's rumored to be in that same range that the Bucks are picking in. But apparently he's had like a ton of concussions.
Wow.
Apparently he's had like 4 or
Oh.
5 already.
Yeah.
And it's usually unlikely that a center gets drafted in the first round. Especially he's not a guy that can play guard also or play tackle. Like he's a center, period. So I think he may fall into like a mid second round standpoint. So maybe the Cowboys trade up and get him in the second round. I don't think he goes in the first though. Because the concussions become a concern, and then his lack of flexibility to play other positions in that O line. Because at least you bring him in and he can play guard. Maybe he plays. Usually, that center is that later in the career type of position when you draft a guy in the first couple rounds, where they play a swing guard or a swing tackle, and as they become slower, they can't pull anymore, so they put him at center instead.
Yeah.
With very limited pulling ability. So that'd be interesting to kind of see, how far he drops. But again, I think Cowboys need O-line, and it's a Cowboys type of pick, right? It's some type of O-lineman in the draft. Now, again, you guys need linebacker also, right?
Yeah.
Vander Rosh hit free agency. I don't know who else is your linebacker. Besides him, I remember you guys having a safety kind of play linebacker.
Yep.
In that playoff game against the Packers, it got murdered in. So is there a linebacker you like that's worth?
Right now,
not an edge guy, but a true inside linebacker.
Right now, I'd honestly say if we can get Junior Colson from Michigan, third round.
Yeah, I've heard great things about him.
Yep, and out of spite, I would take Trotter Jr. just out of spite because his dad was an Eagle and his dad made some big Facebook post. I will never wear his son's jersey because of Dallas. But really,
to kind of say fuck you on him.
Yeah, the biggest dream is we can get Edrin Cooper in the second.
Edrin Cooper would be a plug-in starter, right? Day one.
Yes, yep, he would. I think he'd be. I think him and Eric Kendricks would compete for inside linebacker because we do have Damone Clark, and Bell's a good outside linebacker. And
but Damone Clark is a little undersized. I think Damone Clark is more of a third down
outside,
kind of pass coverage outside type of guy, right? We can cover the flats. He can cover that hook curl, maybe match up against a tight end in the slot kind of guy, but he's not playing first thing down in the box and coming downhill because I think that's what he got exposed in against the Packers.
Yeah. Well, he's also, I think when he got to LSU, he was a safety converted to linebacker.
Because how fast he was.
Yeah, and he led our team in tackles, but his only stats was tackles. So I think all he could do is really just tackle solid. But when it comes to getting inside the guards and making that run-stopping tackle, that's what he cannot do. He's more chase you on the boundaries.
He's not big enough. He's too small.
Yeah. And the same thing for Overshown, who
he's a sideline guy. He's a sideline guy. He's not a downhill guy.
Yeah, and Overshown, he was a safety at Texas until like his second year, But the difference with
He's
him
a little
is
bigger. He's a little bigger than Clark is.
yeah, he gets in the middle and he hits you like thunder, dude. And I'm so upset he tore his ACLs on a preseason game. But
Yeah, but
that-
see,
that's
so
all-
so my thought on Overshawn is I think he's dumber than a box of rocks, and I think he struggles to read. I think
He's
the
sit on
reason
the
why he
desk,
got
man.
moved down from safety to linebacker, he had adequate size, right? But when you get moved down from safety to linebacker, it's usually 3 reasons: A, you're not fast enough; B, you're not smart enough; or C, you're both. I think
Yeah.
he's definitely fast enough to play safety. He's even faster to play linebacker, right? And I think in Dan Quinn's kind of defense, he wants smaller, super fast linebackers that can shoot gaps and play side on the sideline.
yeah.
Where it hurts you is when you get teams that beat up on your D tackle, especially if they don't have, huge mammoth of D tackles that can take up double teams for those guys that shoot gaps. So I think they get double teamed and
Yeah.
blocked, and now you got to rely on your technique. Well, I don't think Overshawn is a guy that has that kind of technique. We can overcome those kind of things. So we'll see. Hopefully, he comes back from ACL. When is he coming back? Is he due by second half of the year?
Yeah. No, he's already working out. They say he could probably make it around week 1.
Okay, so but you know how that is, right? Because
Yeah.
you guys already went through that with Gallup,
Yeah.
right? Who it took him about 7 or 8 weeks to get his feet back
Yeah.
underneath him, and not to do that's a starter, right? So Overshawn is probably going to get thrown on special teams for a little bit, let him run on kickoff, punt coverage to get his legs back, and hopefully, when do you guys have the bye week? Do you know?
No, they haven't released when bye weeks are yet. I think
So hopefully after the bye week, he's kind of have his legs back under him and he can kind of plug in. Maybe, I think he'll be a situational guy on defense, not a every down
Well,
kind of guy.
the thing I like, Dan Quinn, he did like safeties going to linebacker because you look at Quan Neal, that's how he played him when he was with the Falcons.
Absolutely, he loved the speed.
And,
He loved the
yeah.
speed.
I mean, now we got Mike Zimmer, and Mike Zimmer, he's always been about the first thing we are going to do is stop the run. That's just how he's always been.
And his linebackers have been like the Eric Kendricks of the world.
Yeah.
Your bigger, more traditional Mike
Yeah.
type of linebackers.
I wouldn't be surprised if we turn around and draft double dip linebackers. I would really like Junior, but like Junior and Trotter.
You think
would
he
be
falls
two
to you
guys-
though?
Huh?
You think he falls to you? Because Junior's
Except-
nice.
Yeah, I would really like having Junior.
I know,
But,
but I'm saying, do you think he falls to you in that second? Because what you guys, you're thinking he may be there for you late second round.
I'm thinking the third.
You think he'll make it that far?
The third. The only way he makes it to the third is I also think this linebacker class is good, but it's too much speed in this. There's not that like.
Right. There's
commander in the
no
middle.
hard nosed Mike
Yeah.
that'll stuff the run kind of guy, kind of plug his nose in and do the dirty work.
There's not a lot of that. Yeah. You got too many speed guys that like pass coverage, but that's what the game's becoming because you're really good tacklers.
Right. It's like
becoming
football.
edge
It's like
guys.
football with pads on.
Yeah. So I think if he falls in third, but I think it's almost guaranteed the second round will be Jonathan Brooks. At the end of the day, is who Dallas is going to take because they love that guy. Team doctor did his surgery, so I think they're just going to take him, injury or not, and this is how it's going to happen in the second.
Well, I mean, Cowboys have shown injury or no injury, they're comfortable taking a risky injury kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what Jabril Cox and Damone Clark were guys.
Boy, and Jalen Smith a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Rico, talking about the Bills, dude.
All right,
You
I
guys are
can't
going
wait.
through this whole. You're
Yeah.
in the middle of a rebuild, but not really rebuilding. You got rid of a bunch of old fucking dudes who had contracts expiring that you weren't going to re-sign, but they were quality guys that would play key roles for you guys. You ship out Stephon Diggs because he threw one too many hissy fits. His
And he
diva
stunk
type
at
receiver,
the-
which again you were happy about. If I remember,
I was very happy about that.
Gabe Davis is gone, right?
Thank God. Thank God.
Isaiah McKenzie, is he back?
No, he's on the Giants now.
So he's also gone.
He's been gone. For a few
Who
years
is your starting receiver right now?
I think our receiver one right now is Curtis Samuel.
All right, that's right. I remember. Yeah, I did see
You
you
got
guys sign.
Samuel
So
and Shakir.
Curtis Samuel is WR1. You got the Knox Kincaid duo at tight end,
Yep.
which you figure Kincaid's probably gonna play a little bit of slot. They may double
Shakir
up
is
and kind of
100% slot.
use, Knox.
I
Knox
was expecting Kid on the outside for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
outside receiver.
Outside receiver. I think he's.
Okay,
I
you're
think he's
definitely
fast
smoking
enough.
crack. Put the weed
Oh,
down. Put the weed down.
we played outside receiver last year.
Okay, put the weed down.
No, I'm not mad.
Haha.
Where do you see you guys? Now,
I
are the
think
Bills
we-
a trade up candidate?
Yes, we are.
Right,
I
you got to
think
be.
The most logical trade up is rumored to be with Pittsburgh at 20 for Brian Thomas if he's there.
You think if Brian Thomas falls, you think
At 20, I think we trade
the
up.
Bills are making that phone call, even though the Steelers have Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, they dealt away Deontay Johnson. I don't know who the fuck is on the receiving core.
Yeah, but the Steelers never take a guy
Pickens.
round 1. They always take those two guys
They got
round
Pickens,
2 and
and they
5,
got fired
and they
with.
always hit on them. They always hit on those second round
They
receivers.
got Calvin Austin too.
They got
Yeah,
but
he's
Calvin Austin is a gadget, slot,
Yeah.
screen return kind of guy. He's not a 60 catch kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like
True.
they got to replace Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson was the chain moving guy. Third down, second and 5,
they'll
third and
go guy
7.
round
He was
two.
the guy getting the first downs and run those intermediate routes. And you look at traditionally in Russell Wilson's career, he's done well when he's had not just a tight end that's solid, but that number 2 guy. You think about Tyler Lockett. You think about Nate Burleson back in the day when he had him in the slot. That's Russell Wilson's gonna need that kind of guy. And even if you plug in Justin Fields into that, I mean Pickens can be doubled at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I definitely think the Steelers are a Troy Franklin and Dez Walker candidate. They're both.
You think they need
round 2,
like a
100%.
quick agility, good change of direction kind of burn?
Yeah. I like. Like
That's-
Dez
that's-
Walker and Troy. They're both tall, fast guys who can they'll go get
Here's-
the ball, but they both got that route running under them.
You
I don't
ready?
think Brian
you ready for
Thomas fits
you
that.
ready for an outside the box throw of the wall right here?
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy.
He's going round 1.
I think so, but I think at 20,
No, there's no chance.
Steelers consider taking him at 20.
If Brian Thomas is gone, maybe. But if
I
he's
think
there,
Xavier
they
Worthy
either
gets
go
taken
Thomas or
earlier
trade
than people think because of that 4.24 speed.
Yeah.
And now you pair him with the George Pickens on the outside. Now you got your own version of a Tyreek Hill, Jaden Waddle, who can stretch the field vertically and let Pickens eat across the middle of the field.
So what I think we're gonna do is trade up to 20, or stay at 28 and take Worthy, or fucking.
You know what would be the most Bills things to do? Is to
Take
take
Vlad
some fucking
McConkey?
free safety, strong safety.
I was thinking we might until we traded Diggs,
That'd be
and I
the
would have been
most
fine with that. I
Buffalo
would've been
Bill
fine
thing
with
to
that.
do is
If-
at
but,
28
like-
say, you know what, we're going to take the first safety off the board. Because there's no
We're
safety.
gonna need to go safety. at
You're
some
going to need
point.
one.
I
You're
mean,
right. What I'm saying. But
Unless Micah Hyde stays, which I doubt.
Tom, what do you
Uh,
think? Matt?
That safety that you were talking about, he's projected to go at like maybe 15, like early teens. So if Buffalo would get them at let's say 28,
Cooper, yeah.
yeah.
Listen, if Cooper is there at 28, I would have no problem with it.
Is
I'm
that
not
the guy
gonna
from
lie.
Iowa State?
Yeah, the white guy.
Man, if they make Cooper,
Is that dude not playing corner? Is that Cooper, right?
If they make
We would
Cooper
put him at
corner,
safety. We would put him at safety.
He's going to flop at safety, by the way. There's a reason he didn't play safety in college. He just didn't have that zone. He's a better
Yeah, I don't
tackler
think he's
than
playing
him.
space. I don't think he has the agility or the hips to play in space like that at safety.
Yeah. Well, no, he's athletic. I just don't think putting him at safety in
Being
the
athletic
NFL,
and not having hips are two different things.
I mean, I think it just
Yeah,
sets
we
him back.
man up safeties a lot though. We man up
there's
safeties
a
and
certain
put
level of
corners in
twitch
zone.
you got to have to play that, free safety, strong safety position. But again, to your point, Rico, if they're playing a lot of man, obviously
we
you
do
have the
weird
height
shit with the
and
safeties
weight to play
'cause we
against a
had
tight
Hyde
end
and
in the
Boyer.
box.
So we could do weird shit with them because they were good. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think we're going receiver. Me being greedy, I want to trade up into the top 10 and get one of the big three. Me
That's
being
not going to
greedy.
happen. That's not going to
I
happen.
don't know.
You guys aren't a training a top 10 kind of team.
Peter,
I don't
I-
think so
With as
either,
many
but-
people as you lost, the last thing you're going to do is trade away draft capital and pick less players.
We got like 12 draft picks.
You need all fucking 12 of them. That's the thing. You need all of them because you got to get a corner. You got to get a safety. You got to
didn't
get
get
at least
corner at
1
all.
to 2 receivers.
We don't need
You
corner
got to
at
get an
all.
O-lineman.
O-lineman, I could see. We need O-line, safety, receiver.
You need a defensive lineman.
this is a very good O-line class.
Yeah,
It's a deep O-line class. I do
Yeah.
agree with
very
that.
deep.
Right, Gordo? You know about that.
D-line late. We don't need D-line that bad.
Yeah, but you can never have enough in the trenches. Who's your
I
linebackers
agree.
nowadays? Is
linebacker,
Milano
we
still
got-
there?
We got Milano. We got Bernard. Bernard was a stud.
Is Trey?
Um,
Trey's gone. Edmonds?
Trey White? Nah, we dumped him last year. He sucked.
Yeah, you guys got rid of him last year. Trey White's gone.
Yeah,
Who's your corners? Who's your corners right now besides
we've got-
is it Tyron Johnson still?
He's our
And
slot.
Elam?
We've got Elam's our like 5. We've got Rasul, who was a stud. Benford was a stud.
Yeah.
Taron was a stud.
You guys need a corner. But
do not
Benford's
need a
fucking
corner.
slow.
Benford was a monster. Bro was locked down. He didn't get picked. Rasul was a fucking menace. Cody knows. Rasul was a menace. We don't need corner early, at least. We'll take one
You don't
late,
need corner
guaranteed.
early. You're looking at safety. You're looking at O-line, receiver, are kind of the main.
Receiver,
main-
we're taking 2 receivers, I think. 100%.
You need fucking you better. Unless you are
I
going
like,
to sign someone late.
I would not be mad if we took Leggett at 28.
Javon Baker from UCF is really good in my opinion.
He's a stud.
I
I
wanna
personally like
take
him.
him
He's
too.
a second round guy. He's going to fall in the second round just because of the school he went for and the lack of primetime games type of thing.
No safety's going to go around 1 unless they move Cooper at safety.
I think Cooper gets drafted in the first round, but he's a corner.
I agree,
Personally.
100%. 100%.
Personally.
Where do you
All
think he goes?
What do I
I think he goes. I think he goes in the top.
Eagles
I
or
think he's top
Packers?
20.
mid-teens.
Eagles or
I think.
Packers, in my opinion.
Packers wouldn't be a bad idea. He's definitely a Packerish.
Watch the
Have him
fucking
move.
Jaguars take him and Gordo gets mad.
No, I think it's a top 20 pick with his
I
height,
agree.
speed combination there. Again, height and speed. He's going to win in the in the league, and he kind of fits. He had a great pro day, phenomenal
Yeah.
pro day, which kind of allowed him to kind of shoot up draft boards. All right, Matt, talk to me.
At
What the
number
fuck is
6,
your team going to do?
I
You're
have no
taking
clue,
J.J.
honestly.
McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy, 6.
They're not. I know that much.
So hold on. For the people that don't know, who do you follow?
The Giants.
You follow the Giants. All right. So your Giants have a quite the predicament here, huh? You think?
Yeah.
So do you? So would you rather have McCarthy if both was available to you? I doubt it. But hypothetically, in a phenomenal world, if you had McCarthy and Neighbors at 6, who you taking?
Neighbors.
All day, every day.
Yes.
He wants neighbors no matter who's there, probably.
Actually, that's
You
not
want-
true.
Who'd you rather? Who would be your? Okay, so you're the GM. Who's your guy at 6?
Trade up for
Perfect world
Drake
happens
May
to you. Who's there at
somehow.
6?
We trade up with, I think it's going to be the Patriots to get Drake May at 3 somehow. I don't know what we'd have to give
You
up
love
yet, but-
Drake May?
He's
Yeah.
He
a
likes
blue
Drake May.
guy.
Why?
think
Okay, so
he's-
all right, hold on, bro. You gotta talk to me. Tell me what about Drake May tells you Because you would take him over who? You would take him. Obviously,
Neighbors.
Caleb's going 1. No, I understand it. We're talking about of the quarterbacks that may be there at 3, hypothetically in your trade situation, right? Who do you think goes 2?
Jaden Daniels.
Daniels.
Would you rather have Daniels over Drake?
Yeah. Yeah. Only cause I think no matter if we take a quarterback, I have faith in Dable. But I do think Daniels is better than Drake May.
Okay, so
But
you got
Caleb's the
Caleb
best
1,
overall.
Jane Daniels 2, assuming this goes this way. So your next best quarterback, in your opinion, over you got Drake May, you got Bo Nix, you got McCarthy, you got Penix, all these other guys. You think the third best quarterback in this draft is Drake May? Why?
I agree. I don't like McCarthy.
Rico, I didn't ask you that fucking question. I asked your boy.
Yeah, well, I'm talking for him
Okay,
because
Yeah.
that's his
Um,
reasoning too.
Yeah.
Okay, we lost Rico.
In my opinion, Drake May is going to end up getting a coach and a GM fired.
I agree with you. I don't like him at all.
I think
I don't like him at all. I
This
think
is
he's the
my
most
opinion.
overhyped. Drake May reminds me of Trey Lance.
Fair enough.
I don't
As far
feel-
as the hype.
I agree personally. I don't personally like Drake May, but I don't like any of these quarterbacks really. I think Caleb is going to be Jamarcus Russell.
I agree.
Well,
with
I can
that.
agree with you there. I kind of agree with you.
I think Daniels is far and away going to be the best.
I think Daniels, when the draft class is over, and we look at this, 5-6 years from now,
It'll be Daniels.
or even a year from now, which they're going to. I think Jaden Daniels, but to me, the second best quarterback in my opinion is,
Penix, in my
and
opinion.
you're going to tell me I'm a little biased potentially. It's Penix.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't hate that.
I really, 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 outside of his
He's too much
injuries,
stronger.
outside of his injuries, I think his injuries that he had is single-handedly the only reason why he's being talked about as a second-round draft pick.
And because of how Washington finished the year getting killed.
But you're
So-
right. But I don't know if that had to do with him.
I completely agree. I'm with you. I think Michael Penis is going to be pretty good.
You gotta say his name right. Penix. Come on.
It's
Come on.
Michael
Respect the
Here's
guy. Respect the guy. I coach against Michael, to be honest. Because he's a
Did he
Tampa
cook
guy.
you?
He's a Tampa
Did he cook
guy.
you?
Oh yeah, no, he didn't cook me because I wasn't in DC, but he beat our ass, by a lot. But I think Michael Penix is the second best pure passer in the league, who is the only one who's faced the level of adversity that he has, coming back from 2 devastating injuries, playing on the big stage, bringing the team back, making
What were
Washington
his
relevant.
injuries? What were his
He had
injuries?
2 ACL injuries.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, he had 2. I mean, he had 2 ACL. The biggest reason people would stay away because of his injuries. Like, listen, dude, you're one knee break away from being potentially gone. And he's a lefty. Is the last thing I'll add. Lefties don't traditionally do well
So
in the league.
here's my little opinion on this class. I think every quarterback has a borderline problem, and it just some teams can fix that problem a lot easier. Like Williams, it's just there's a lot of hype, but he's never I don't think a lot of the best quarterbacks that ever come in the league, they haven't won huge games, but Williams hasn't really won that college game that showed some type of clutch gene.
I'm
Daniels,
sorry, he didn't
when
do a damn thing in college.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't. But if you think about some of the best quarterbacks
when he-
ever,
when he
what did they
had
actually do in college?
The big games, the dude choked.
Yeah, like the Utah thing just shows me that he's a sore loser and kind of a crybaby. Did Jaden Daniels? It's like every time he gets hit, it's like watching a cartoon character get smacked.
Yeah.
So I think his weight's going to be a problem. I think he risked too much. It's like the jumping into tackles to throw over them.
So
jumping
here's a
in-
question for you, MK. Here's a question. I'm gonna draw you a comparison because I gave you a comparison earlier who I thought Drake May was, and I got some side eyes from the group. What's the difference between him and Will Levis?
I think Will Levis has. I think his decision making is a little bit better than May's. May.
So would you take Will over Drake?
I would.
Because
I would
I always say that
100%.
because what round did Will go in?
Well,
He
Will
went
went
in
top
the-
of round 2.
top
He went
of
around
two.
two. So here's a guy that we're talking about being picked. What either 6th overall to the Giants or 3rd overall to whoever the Patriots or whoever it is. We're talking about this guy being the 3rd overall quarterback taken in the draft. Does that speak to how weak the class is?
I think a lot of the UNC quarterbacks do get their own little gas up. I think that's just something that
Now,
will always
Jorge-
happen. I don't. Will Levis came from Kentucky. I don't think Kentucky. I think a lot of people scout the helmet more than they scout the player, and that's the one thing. Is like,
We're talking about Duke. It's fucking
Yeah.
Duke. Duke
Mm.
ain't known for. Listen, when I tell you Duke, you tell me how good's their basketball team.
really good.
You ain't asking me how good their football team is.
Wait, what does Duke got to do with him?
Where did Drake go to?
North Carolina. I think.
UNC.
Sorry, same thing.
He's
It
a
doesn't
all
change the
his
Same
Mario.
situation.
Yeah.
It's a
It
basketball.
doesn't change the narrative, right? If I ask you about North Carolina, you're gonna ask me about their
Drake
basketball
May
team.
Okay.
always knows.
I was a little
No,
confused. Like,
that's-
wait, Duke?
Like, I'll ask you a question. Name me a receiver that plays for North Carolina.
Yeah, I could.
Des Walker.
Name me a running back that plays for North Carolina.
Don't know the running back.
Drake May.
Which is my point. Is what I'm getting at. Is when you think of a school like North Carolina, you're like, oh, it's their basketball school, not a football school.
Yeah, exactly.
Every 10 years, they become somewhat of a scratching relevance in the college football world. I don't think Drake May is legit.
Can I add to the
Like-
Will Levis point?
Absolutely.
I
think
think
Mike
the main
McCarthy-
reason he fell was because of his age.
You think that's the only reason why?
I think that's the main reason he fell because he was.
You don't think it was his shitty decision making, his ability to not sense pressure, his ability to
See, he's been fine in the league though. He hasn't been like that.
has he
He's
though?
been fine.
Has he
He's been
though?
fine. He was fine as a rookie.
As a 2nd round draft pick, sure. As a 3rd overall pick,
I mean, to be fair, I mean,
Will
AR.
Levis was rumored to go
broke.
number 1 for a little bit the day before the draft. So I think a lot
And
of
why'd
it's
he fall?
emotional.
Why did he fall? Because that dude was a top 10 pick, and somebody saw something that resonated
really-
across the league.
The
and that
mayo
dude
and the
dropped.
coffee. That's
Like
what
that
it
dude
is.
was there.
That's
I
awesome.
want to
Honestly, I
Tonight-
wouldn't draft him for mayonnaise and coffee. That's weird.
I don't blame
I
you, brother.
agree. Yeah, you would have fallen off my board because of that, and because he was what fucking 30 years old.
Dude
Grandpa
eats
already.
bananas off it. Yeah.
He ate the banana peel.
Yeah.
All right. Where's my Jets guy? Pickleberry.
Ready? Ready?
Tom,
Pickle man.
Yes.
Dingleberry.
Yes.
you've been very patient, sir. I appreciate you holding out. Even though she didn't. The Jets. What are you guys gonna do? You spent the offseason getting some O linemen to make Aaron feel better about life.
Yes.
You just shipped out the one guy who was bringing the MILFs to the stands. exactly
He was
what I'm saying.
terrible. I'm so happy.
Regardless if it was terrible, the guy pulled the fucking MILFs and he was bringing the MILFs to the stadium. Okay, that was driving ticket sales. I don't care what you say. You can't convince me. The whole Dalvin Cook,
What the fuck? What did
test
I
run
do?
thing failed. I didn't mean to. That was actually I put my
Dalvin
head
Cook.
down and-
I thought Dalvin Cook was a terrible idea.
all right, so you got Garrett Wilson at receiver.
Yes.
You got rid of Hardman, who went back to win a Super Bowl.
Bum.
But he saw the playbook out.
I mean, shit, the motherfucker caught the game-winning pass and won the game in the Super Bowl. So call him a bum all you want.
I think
He
Harmon
still got a
should be
ring,
fine.
and
We shared our games.
he's got more
I-
rings than Jets have in my birth of life. So
Well,
I think Harmon should be suspended, in my opinion, and fined.
yes.
That should be-
so
He also lost out to a undrafted free agent for punt returns. So
he doesn't. He's not a returner. It's okay. So who do you guys pick in the first round here? Well, first of all, when do you pick?
we have pick 10.
So you guys are in the top 10.
We
All
can
right. So
go.
what are you thinking? Now tell me, who do you want, and who do you think
I
the
want
Jets will draft?
Romo Dunza. If he gets to 10, even if he gets to 8, we call up Atlanta, give him obviously swap picks and then a little something because it's only moving back 2 spots.
Two spots.
Atlanta is most likely going to take the best defensive player off.
Atlanta's gonna get a fucking fine and lose their fucking first round pick.
That's true.
Oh yeah, because of tampering.
The whole little Kirk Cousins tampering situation, and I don't
Yeah.
know if they're gonna be there to make the pick. However, tell us about the guy you want the Jets to take.
Romo Dunza. He is.
So you want that receiver, right?
Yes, I think he is a great big body contested catch guy. He can put on.
Is that what you think the Jets need though?
I feel like we. Yes and no, because we do. I feel like we could get a slot wide receiver later in the draft. Maybe
Is
fourth,
Romeo a
first
slot
round.
receiver guy to you,
No,
or is he an outside guy?
he's an outside guy to me. But we have Mike Williams, who tore his ACL last season, week 3, who's on a 1-year deal. He's not going to be here forever.
Well, Mike's also an outside guy.
What?
Mike is also an outside guy.
Yes,
And then what? So
So-
you plug Garrett Wilson in the slot?
we can. We can do 3 receivers, sets, 4 receivers. It really doesn't matter. I feel like Rome gives you the ability to swap everybody around. Maybe you want
So
Garrett
here's
Wilson.
a question. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Why not Bowers? You think Bowers is there at 10?
I do think Bowers is there at 10. And I was
you
going to
think
say
about the Jets. You think about
That's who I
Rodgers'
think they're gonna
history with tight ends.
that's who I
Right.
think
You
they're
got the Mike Williams. You got the Garrett Wilson. Now you add the Garrett Bowers down the seam. Being able to find space.
and then plus Brees Hall.
If Bowers goes to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, he's a Rookie of the Year candidate off the bat.
Yes.
Off the bat, he's gonna be a touchdown machine. If you
The
think
thing-
about the best years Aaron Rodgers had,
His MVP
he had a dog at
seasons,
fucking tight end.
his back-to-back MVP seasons, he did get it off of a lot of yak yards. And that is one thing that Brock Bowers is very good at. He always makes that first he always breaks that first tackle.
But that wasn't your pick, though. That's what I'm saying.
No.
You want to
The problem
go
with Bowers for
with
me,
the Romeo kind of receiving type of guy.
the problem with Bowers for me is that he's a tight end and his position throughout history hasn't been
But that
known
dude's a
for
fucking
those
dog.
things. Yes.
Everyone
I-
thought the same for
That
Kyle
dude's a
Pitts.
dude. The best.
Yeah, I
Those
agree.
are
Kyle Pitts
I would
is the
say
same
almost a
thing,
generational tight end.
Yes. But so is Kyle Pitts. And I think
Yeah,
he
but
has
that's
good-
Atlanta's fault. Atlanta's are idiots.
Yeah.
And God bless them because they're in my
But
division. So I'm
do we
glad they're
trust-
idiots.
Do we trust Nathaniel Hackett to be able to scheme a guy like Brock Bowers open?
So let me ask you a
Yeah, but
question.
you
Let me-
wouldn't,
so you bring up a good point. And again, I ask questions that lead you to a possible response. Where was Nathaniel Hackett before?
Green Bay. Oh, the Broncos.
Broncos.
Denver.
Denver.
Who was a tight end with the Broncos before he got traded to the Seahawks?
Noah Fant.
Was he not a stud?
Not for the Broncos. He wasn't on that team with Hackett though.
Yeah, they
He got traded in the Russell Wilson deal.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, they
Okay.
had
Where was Hackett
that guy
before?
with
Where
the
was Hackett
really long-
before that?
Packers.
And what did the Packers do with their tight ends?
Okay.
They were
I can
studs.
see it because
You know what I'm saying? So in
Yeah.
Nathaniel Hackett's offense, And with a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who likes to play outside the pocket, ad lib at times, what better to have than a reliable middle of the field target that can catch the ball? And to your point, the yak afterwards be a dangerous kind of weapon. Is all I'm saying. I think if you're a Jets fan and Bowers is there at 10, I think I don't. It's hard to pass that up. It's hard to pass that up.
I don't think he's going to be there at 10, honestly.
I don't think so either, to be honest with you.
To be honest,
I agree with you, Rico. I think he goes a little earlier. I think
very-
someone trades up for him.
I
And
think
snag
Tennessee takes him at 7. I think they get greedy with their offense.
Tennessee
and take Bowers.
makes sense.
They should take Joe Alt, but I think they're going to get greedy and take Bowers.
I see them taking Joel.
Who?
Tennessee.
I wouldn't
I mean,
love
I
Tennessee.
think
I'm
Joe
probably
Alt
gonna take
Bowers
goes.
Joe
I think he
Alt,
goes
wherever
sooner.
he goes, he's going to be a dog.
I think Joel is a All-Pro,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame candidate day one.
is-
I don't think he is right away, but I think he will be. I think he's going to have
I think
an
someone
Andrew
trades
Thomas
up
type
to go
rookie
get him.
year, and then he's going to be a top 5 passer.
I think he'll be ready right away if he has a good offensive line coach, and the Titans have one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. I think at Tennessee he will be good. It depends where he goes. I think he will be good, but that first year, if he has a good offensive line coach, I think it will benefit him so much better.
I think Joel. I think he is gonna be really good if he goes to Tennessee, but his problem is he just shoots his hands too late. So I think speed rushers are gonna tear him up, and a power rusher if they get their hands on him first, because that was his only problem in college is he got his hands there a little too late. I mean, he's like what?
Yeah, but that's a fixable. That's a fixable
That
thing
is.
in the pros.
It
You know what
is.
I mean?
Yeah, it is. That's just like that's something he will have to adjust to, and that's the thing with coaching.
That's what his rookie year is going to be.
That's what,
Adjusting.
coaching.
gonna be-
has-
Well,
And
and
if
you
he
may
rookie
see
year.
him, and you may see him start out at right tackle.
Yep.
First, before he moves to left, and you've seen it year in and year out. I mean, I'll talk about the Bucks. Tristan Wirth is a stud left tackle now,
Monster.
but he spent 3 years at right tackle, right? And some of the
He's
similar.
probably the best right tackle in the league.
He I think he is, and he was a stud. You know, 0 allowed sacks for like multiple years, and his win
Evan Neal
rate was
better, but-
phenomenal. But again, that transition to left tackle
Fucking
is
Evan Neal.
tough, man. It's tough. All
All
right, so we circled the wagon with some of that stuff. Let's go back to retro.
Okay.
Wait, man, we
Rico,
gotta talk
I'm gonna
about the
start with
Bucks.
you. Huh?
We gotta
Yeah,
talk
we
about the
Bucks.
Bucks. Do y'all want
Yeah, I don't ever talk about the Bucks. I usually try to avoid it.
Who do you want them to take? Who do you want them to take?
Truth be told, the Bucks need to take an edge guy. So we got rid of Shaq Barrett. We like Yaya Diaby. I think he came on late in the year and proved to be a great draft pick. Joseph, Tyron, Shinka, the other guy that we drafted in the first round a couple years ago has been okay, but he has not lived to that first round hype. I like Cansey at that D tackle kind of position, especially we play an odd front, so he plays that hybrid D end type of D tackle position, which fits him perfect. We lost Carlton Davis, so ideally, I like us to draft a corner. I
have a question.
like Kool-Aid from Alabama. If he's there for us at 28, I love to see him. Lofa Tutu, I think his name is, or Lutu, is an edge guy that
I think
Fitz. He fits our scheme as well as a odd front kind of rusher, pass coverage type of person. Those are the two I'd love to see. and that I think we will draft. I think one of those two guys. I know we've been rumored to draft a Penn State guy, edge guy.
Robinson.
Yeah. I don't know much about him. He's kind of recently just climbed up the board for
He's
drafts recently.
He's really good. In my opinion, I think he's a better rusher than.
But is he too
Verse.
small?
No, I think he's that like Von Miller build. He's like that hybrid
Okay.
too. He
Fuck
has
Von
a
Miller.
very good bend.
Yeah, I gotta do research on him.
So
Not
fast.
better.
It's the first time I've seen him in the first round projections recently. So I got to do a little bit of research on it, but he's been a guy that's been linked to us as well at that, 2026 or whatever pick that we have. And then second round, I think we try to address our guard kind of situation. Our guard last year was atrocious. We need a new one. I think, we can find some guard there. I think we need a receiver. Trey Palmer was nice. Him, Godwin, and Evans is kind of our three core guys. But we need another burner that can stretch the field vertically. So if we get some late round guy there, and then a linebacker. We lost obviously Devin White. Thank goodness. That was a happy non-resign kind of situation, but I think we're a little
Where did
thin
he
there.
go? Where did
Yep.
he go?
He went to the Eagles.
Really?
He went to the Eagles on a 1-year
Okay.
deal.
They always take the
Um,
trash linebackers. Think they're gonna be great.
They do. Fuck
I
the
like
Eagles.
this
I watched-
guys.
I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, they could burn.
Everyone hates the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts. Is
That's
so
good.
overrated.
We're all
It's
we're all
crazy.
in unanimous there.
Buddy Saquon Barkley.
Oh, don't
No
say his name.
way.
That's a whole different
I'm
podcast.
not. Don't say
Saquon
his name.
Barkley.
Saquon is a
Micah Bell.
band named.
That traitor.
But so that's why I think hopefully that's what we do. So we'll kind of see. The one thing I did want to ask you guys about, so there's been the whole rumor here recently. Do you think the Chargers are going to get rid of Herbert?
I
There's
see
rumors
now.
that the Chargers
They just
are
paid.
are in discussion with the Vikings to trade Justin Herbert to the Vikings, acquire some additional, because the Vikings do hold 2 first-round picks,
I doubt it.
And have 3
and-
first-round picks.
and get Herbert, and then let your boy Jim Harbaugh get his boy JJ McCarthy,
JJ. Yeah.
I think
which
Vikings
now
do
it'll
best in
give
that
them the
division.
ammunition to move up. Because again, I think they sit at what 7, 6.
5.
The Chargers are at 5.
So Chargers at 5. So them moving up into the top 2, and maybe getting in front of the
I think
Patriots and
McCarthy's
swapping
there at
with the Commanders for JJ McCarthy may be a viable kind of solution. They'll have if they trade Herbert, they'll have the ammunition, obviously. And
If
you
they
know,
trade
give
Herbert,
Harbaugh-
they're dead in the water for 10 years.
Yeah, I think if they
That
get
is
rid of
true.
Herbert, that would be
They've
stupid.
been in the water
Vikings
for
become
130.
easily a
Doesn't
top
matter.
5 team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Top 3 probably. Herbert with
Who, the
Addison,
Chargers?
Jefferson.
Vikings would be scary with her.
Vikings would be scary.
If they get
JJ
Justin
That would be
Herbert,
crazy
you
division.
talk
That
about
team is scary.
That would be a
talk about replacing.
crazy
You know, but hey,
Hawkinson,
do the
Addison.
Vikings? Here's a question. Do the Vikings need to make that trade to keep Justin Jefferson in Minnesota?
To keep him happy, definitely.
Sam Darnold's balling out this year, calling it.
He's
Resurgence,
I don't
just
know
like
if Sam
Geno
Darnold's
Smith.
the answer.
not.
I'm
He'll
just
have
saying,
he
you know,
is.
you want to keep Justin
Then
Jefferson
protect
happy.
Sam Darnold.
You bring the other Justin in to team up with him and say, hey, let's run this shit for the next 10, 15 years. Be the Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison kind of duo.
But would they have the money to keep Justin Herbert because he just got a monster contract and give
Which would be it would
Justin
be a Chargers
Jefferson.
problem. The Chargers
Yeah,
would
'cause
eat the
the
dead
Yeah, it'd
money.
be
Chargers
all
are paying
Chargers.
it.
It'd be a
Oh,
Chargers
really?
dead money problem. They would draft a rookie, so they'd be on a rookie deals. For the Chargers, it makes sense. For the Vikings,
wow.
it makes sense. Cap wise, it'd be great because they'd be able to sign Justin Jefferson to long term while having Justin Herbert on a relatively cheap type of deal, considering he's a top 10 kind of quarterback. Now you start looking at the Vikings like, oh boy.
But what if the Chargers play like the Uno reverse cards? They were the Herbert, and then they got the 3 picks, and they just take straight skill guys. And in round 2, they take Penix Jr. You get 4 new rookies.
Here's the only
in.
problem I have with that is I don't think Penix is a hardball guy.
He's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree with you. It'd be awesome, but I don't think Harbaugh is a Penix guy. I think he's a.
They would take JJ at 5, or
They would
trade up
they
for
would
him.
do whatever
I
they
just-
could to get JJ McCarthy
I
at
just
whatever.
don't
And then they
they
take
think.
two receivers later on.
McCarthy replacing Justin Herbert. If that franchise is going to get clowned on, because I don't think McCarthy's going to be much myself. I mean, that's just
I
not.
But
don't-
what
I
is
don't know
what has
McCarthy.
Herbert done to prove you different?
Herbert's rookie season was probably one of the best quarterback rookie seasons ever. Herbert has
And then
had
in the next
honestly-
in the following 4
He's had
years,
Brand Staley. like,
Herbert
for
has
fucking
had
3 years.
maybe
Yeah.
the first ever special needed head coach. I mean, besides outside doing
Listen,
I mean,
listen,
Joe
listen,
Judge
listen.
was
Hold
a
on,
head
hold on,
coach,
hold on,
so-
hold on.
Joe Judge.
There's an investigation that needs to happen in San Diego. Because what I don't
Los
understand
Angeles.
doesn't matter. It needs to start in San Diego to get to Los Angeles. How the fuck do you draft Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Justin Herbert,
Gonna have no Super Bowls.
and have forget Super Bowls, any
No AFC
appearances?
Championship games.
Appearances. They don't even have an AFC appearance.
the real
And
question.
by the way,
12.
hold on. Let me add to it. You had Antonio Gates, Hall of Fame tight end. You had
Tomlinson.
LT, Hall of Fame running back.
Goat.
You add Antonio Cromartie, who's Hall of Fame corner.
Goat.
Deyal, Hall of Fame linebacker. They had some guys. And then you add Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, who, I mean, they're still playing, but in their prime, they were top 10 receivers, respectively.
Yeah.
But nothing. They've been the most disappointing franchise
Every
Wasn't
single
it-
to have,
season.
to
Wasn't
have
it
acquired the
once-
most collective talent and never do anything with it.
The biggest question is, how do you botch that, like all that, but then how do you turn around and become like the worst team in the league? You have such uprise, so much cap. You sign all these old bums, and now
Because they were chasing a ring and never got
Exactly. They
never got
never
close
did
to
it.
stiffing it.
like, how do you allow that as a front office? How do you allow that?
But,
Like, it
bro,
makes no sense.
They got what? Who's their edge? Bosa and what? Vaughn?
No,
Khalil
it was
Mack.
Khalil.
Oh, Khalil Mack. Sorry, Khalil Mack and Bosa. You had what? Derwin James
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the secondary. Right,
Asante
you
Samuel
had-
Jr.
Dante Samuel.
Junior,
And,
who was
J.C.
who
Jackson.
He's
J.C. Jackson too at one point.
bro, like they had collectively, like if you were to give them like a Madden overall, they probably have one of the highest Madden overall
They did.
teams
They did.
to start out with,
and they have the
and
fifth.
they never did anything.
I mean, I think it was 2012. They had the number 1 ranked offense and defense,
and
they
defense,
missed the
and then make
playoffs.
playoffs.
And they went.
Yeah.
and they-
That should be
And
studied.
hold on, think about it, and didn't make the playoffs.
They're the number 32 ranked special teams.
That is disgusting.
But think about it. So, what faith do you have? If I'm Justin Herbert and I'm being told, brother, we may ship you to the Vikings, I'm like, bro, put me on the first pass.
But
Okay.
Vikings,
The fucking
Justin
Minnesota.
Jefferson, an offensive
Wait, right.
head coach.
Good. Right now, he's looking at. I got Quinn Johnson, which again, stud in my opinion,
Joshua Palmer, I think he was.
mid at best.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the tight end is.
Who's their
Isaiah
running back?
Spiller at running back. Isaiah Spiller at running back.
They
Yeah,
got,
he
Oh
got
no, they
rid of
got,
Eckler.
they got Dobbins and Gus.
Bro, like
Weren't they both injured last year?
Yeah.
So I will
Both
say,
have season-ending
if the
injuries.
Chargers keep Herbert and they stay at 5, to me that's the first spot that Bowers can go to.
Yes.
I can see him going as high as 5 right there to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Because at that point, if Neighbors is gone, Harris is gone, and the third best receiver is what, Romeo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Odunze.
see them having that debate of Bowers versus Romeo.
Okay.
I think that, but
Oh yeah. If neighbors.
Neighbors will probably be on the board at 5 though.
What if the Patriots don't go? What if they're like, give me Marvin Harrison, and then
Marvin
Arizona takes
Harrison.
neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, I think Arizona's taken the best receiver left.
Yeah. Arizona's
For sure.
going, unless they just say fuck it and go like Joe Alt.
Which
That'd be stupid.
they just paid Jonah Williams.
Well, that, and they have a quarterback who's Kyler Murray who doesn't stay in the fucking pocket. So why would you pay a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
lineman?
you don't need.
Why
You
would
want
you draft
someone-
a lineman of that caliber to tell
You want-
Kyler, oh, go dance around and figure it out?
You want someone to get open while your
You need-
quarterback
you need-
is
Like-
around.
You need a Marvin Harrison, Neighbors, like a dog that
Car,
can stretch the
hey,
field and do some work.
Who do they?
And
have
especially,
at wide
they still have
receiver?
Marquise Brown.
No, they don't.
they don't.
No,
He's
he
on
He's
the
on
has-
Kansas City.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Man.
They don't. They're not.
They're
They're not.
ready to
Greg
go.
Dortch is the receiver one.
Who?
Okay, so yeah, those
Oh
motherfuckers
yeah,
need
they're
a
taking.
receiver.
I'm gonna pull up their depth chart right now because
I forgot Marquise Brown signed with the Chiefs. I did forget that. Thank you, comment section.
So the Giants don't
whoever
have
it
the
is.
worst wide receiver court in the league.
No, they probably still.
No,
do,
you still
let's be
do. You
real.
still do. Yeah, you still do.
But the Cardinals are actually one of the teams I
Hyatt.
have.
Hyatt
To
is
trade out.
a star cast, and he's mid.
Yeah, their receiver one is Michael Wilson.
Hyatt's a
What
god.
a stud from
Just needs to be
Stanford.
used properly.
Zach Pascal
Yeah,
is
exactly.
3.
That guy.
Yep, stud.
Michael Carter.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
But it doesn't help when you have Daniel Jones as QB.
I feel like, dude.
Daniel
Well, hey, listen,
Brian
your boy Daniel
Dable
Jones wasn't
gassed
bad
him
when he
up.
was healthy. Give the man some receivers. His best
an
year
offensive
as a
line.
quarterback was with. Hold on, his best year as a quarterback was with your boy Slayton as a leading receiver,
Richie James.
and that's after they paid Galladay a bag from
Oh, God.
coming from
To do
Detroit
nothing.
to come sit there and just collect money still on the bench. I'm just
think
saying,
wide
Tony,
receivers
give the man a
Well, I
chance.
mean, like, he's a jump.
Give the
like,
man.
I think they give him one more year.
You got-
They take a receiver
You
instead.
gotta give him a
I don't
chance.
know.
You
After
gotta
that
give him a
Seahawks
chance.
game,
Give
I
the dude a
can't-
receiver. You
Yeah,
gave
but,
him
like, he
injury
only-
prone.
It doesn't help, like, if you stare at one guy.
Fucking Darren Waller. They
Well,
might take
when
fucking
only one
Bowers.
guy is able to get
Oh,
fucking
my-
open, then you stare at him.
Yeah, but, like,
And then you got your tight end
Uh-huh.
Darren Waller, who likes to be on the injury report more than he likes to
He's
be
got
off
to
of it.
retire.
he might
gonna
retire.
retire.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah,
Like,
his-
he,
his
like,
girl-
released an album
His
or
girl
something.
just divorced him.
Oh, man, he's
Yeah.
having a midlife crisis.
Lightning lost,
Yeah,
by the
yes.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plum divorced
No,
him?
they did not.
Yeah, Florida in OT.
Oh wow.
Wait, what happened? Hold on.
Lightning lost to Florida in OT.
Oh, shoot.
So what? 3-2 or
3-2.
4-3?
But,
Rangers 1-4-3.
Yes.
Rangers won, let's go. Up to 2-0.
Go. We take it.
his,
The
so,
Jets are up 1-0.
That Jets Avalanche game was crazy. Though.
This
That
game's gonna
first
be
one?
wild.
Yeah.
They
That's a
get
great
Chippy.
series. And Predators Canucks. Predators won. Nothing. Right now.
Canucks are going to sweep that.
Who won the first game? Vancouver?
Canucks. Yeah.
Well, if the Predators won, the Canucks wouldn't be able to sweep it.
It's true.
Anywho, Bills, please take Worthy, please.
They're going to
Bills,
draft Gabe
please
Davis
give us
2.0.
Josh
We're
Allen.
gonna trade for Gabe Davis. We're gonna trade for him
Yeah,
back.
you're gonna
That'll be
trade
our
your
first round
first-round pick for Gabe Davis back. And
Where do
did
you
he
guys?
get paid?
Yeah, by Jacksonville.
Of course.
I have a question. Where do you guys think? You said Brock Bowers isn't going to be at 10. Is it
I don't
only
think he's gonna be a 10.
the Chargers are going to take him, or do you think like other teams can take him?
I think
I
he's
think-
gonna go 5, 6, or 7. It'll
Yeah,
be the Chargers, the
Listen,
Giants,
hold
or
on.
the Titans.
Hold on. I got a sideways scenario for you here. Patriots take him at 3 and then draft Penix in the 3rd pick in the 2nd round.
What the?
Oh,
That'd be
wow.
cool. That
That'd be
could
nice.
happen
Or
with
the
this
Patriots
draft.
find a way to trade back into the 1st if Penix is still there and get Penix.
I think they take Bo Nix instead of Penix because
would
it's,
love-
that's a Patriots type of guy.
I would love
Bo
for them
Nix,
to take.
Yeah,
Bo
but
Nix
Belichick's
hold
not
on,
there
hold on.
anymore.
and then for
You're
them
thinking
to
of this under the Bill Belichick arena. D'Amico Ryans is a different kind of guy.
Miko, Jared
Whoa,
Mayo.
that's wild, Ray.
That
Jared
got
Mayo?
some level of
What?
racism.
That's a great white level right there.
No, who's the coach for the Patriots?
Jared
May.
Mayo.
Oh, Jared
Said
Mayo. Sorry, D'Amico Ryans coach for
The
the
two,
Texans.
like,
My
friends of-
apologies. I
the
got
two
two
linebackers.
coaches confused.
Which is from the Belichick system.
Which right, they're from the tree. Thank you.
I
Thank you,
would
sir.
I would love for
I
them
hate
to
the
take Bo
Belichick
Nix and
tree.
sit at the bottom of the division for the
I would
next
love it.
26
I would
years.
love it.
30
Of course,
years.
we got. Of course, the Bills family.
I want them to take
do that.
McCarthy at 3. That's
I mean,
what I
that would
want.
be funny.
And
I
then
think
to
McCarthy's a
sit-
bust.
they
By the
deserve-
way,
I do
they
too.
won
McCarthy
7
is not
rings.
good.
That's enough for 7 lifetimes.
Yeah,
yeah,
they can
you
be.
guys want to pay after the next 36 years.
Yes.
I want them done forever.
Yes, they
If they
don't get
expire,
anymore.
they can be good.
They got their
I just need
they got their
neighbors at 6.
they got their stuff.
I need to see the Vikings trade up to 3 and take McCarthy.
The
Why?
Vikings are ready for Justin Herbert.
Because
and
then
not
the
have to do
Giants
all
aren't
that.
taking McCarthy.
You're so scared they're gonna take McCarthy, aren't you?
They might. I mean, I still trust like Dable, but I do not think McCarthy's gonna be good.
I mean,
This has
all
Zach
I'm
Wilson
saying,
vibes all
I'm
over
not
it.
comparing the two because they're not the same. But who was the last Michigan quarterback to? I'm pretty sure it was beat
Tom
Alabama.
Brady.
Exactly. So, do I think he is Tom Brady? No.
Fuck no.
'Cause
You
Tom
know, all I
Brady's-
hear, sometimes all I hear when people say JJ McCarthy, it's like rewatching the Mac Jones hype.
Yes,
about McCarthy
exactly.
going
That is
third.
true.
He's literally Mac
That's
Jones.
true.
I agree. I
Just
agree.
because the quarterback won the national championship does not have to make him have to go.
Like they made like Stetson Bennett. They did the right thing. They let him die because like he's not good.
Dude, they sent him to rehab. He had an alcohol problem.
Yeah, they had fucking Great White playing quarterback.
And that's another point against him is look at Mac Jones. Yeah, he was
Exactly.
he won the Natty, but he had Nick Saban. If you're a
He's from
Exactly.
Nick
Jacksonville, right?
Saban, you're gonna
Well,
win the
and he had 3
And he had Devontae
first
Smith
/
and
second
Waddle.
round receivers.
studs for receivers.
Yeah.
I hate Devontae Smith.
Which
He was
I
supposed
don't.
to be a Giant. Dallas traded the Eagles.
McCarthy didn't
And the
really
Eagles
have
don't.
I'm so glad we did
a
that.
receiver per se,
Kadarius Toney.
I'm not.
but I know he was in a very run-heavy offense, and had a very good. Who's the running back at Michigan?
Blake
Uh,
Corman died.
Yeah.
Blake Corum is gonna go to like someone in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Probably the Giants. I wouldn't be surprised.
Who's RB1? Benson.
I
Benson and Brooks, then Buck Irvin. In my opinion.
The Giants are gonna take someone because they need a running
Right.
back.
That's why I
bad.
drafted
Balin Allen's pretty good too. Braylon Allen. He's really young.
The Cowboys need a running back.
Really badly. I want Bucky Irvin. But I think Brooks will fit perfect. He has to be healthy. The team doctor did his surgery, so I think he'll be fine. But we'll be the first team to take a running back to watch. Because once we smell that someone
For
else will take a
sure.
running back,
You're-
once we see that,
Jerry's gonna take one round 1.
no, he will not. No, he will not. He's going to take an offensive lineman. Dude, I seen a mock today and almost cried. Our first 5 picks were offensive linemen, and I almost cried because I'm not ready for this. It was Tyler Guyton, Zach Frazier, which I like those, and it was like
I
2
like
D
Guyton.
tackles and another offensive guard, and I almost like sat there and cried a bit because we only got like 6 picks. I'm like, okay. Is this what we're doing this year? I
Probably.
might not even watch the draft. I might not even watch the draft if we go into round 3.
I can't
and we
fucking
take the
wait.
offensive
I can't
tackle
wait.
again.
I'm so hyped for the
I'm
draft.
so pissed about the draft. I have to work at it starts right as the draft starts. I'm pissed.
That's tragic. I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm so hyped.
I was a little nervous about the Jets taking Bowers, but I got convinced. Now it'd be perfectly fine with them taking Bowers.
By the way, Tom.
Yeah.
Do you remember our over/under we made in the party earlier?
Yes.
We're setting at 1.
Okay.
Oh, that's the over under. Got it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing another one. I might.
You will.
Yeah, probably.
But the Texans came out with their new uniforms.
Those are
Okay.
hot.
Thoughts?
The red ones are nice.
I really like their alternate with the H.
The black one, the H-Town.
Yeah,
The
those are
Broncos
nice.
unis are horrible.
They got the skyline on those
We've had
sleeves.
some good
The
uni-
Broncos uniforms are dreadful.
They're boring.
Do you see the leaked Giants jerseys?
Oh my
Mhm.
god. Those are
were
so good.
not
I
good.
love
Those
them.
are fucking
They're
awful.
so
Those
bad.
were scary.
They're literally a hockey jersey.
I would never buy that.
For the most part, we've had 3 good uniform reveals.
Except for the
The
Broncos.
Lions was
Yeah. The Lions was
Lions
really
were
good.
gorgeous.
The Jets, I'm biased. I
Okay.
thought they were beautiful, but they are
They're
very,
okay.
very clean. And Denver, the only good thing about Denver's is their alternate jersey.
And even that's not good.
Yeah.
their retros are good. That's
Yeah.
their best jersey.
Yeah.
But the blue helmets.
Those are beautiful, but they won't like just
You know what really good jersey is the creamsicle.
those are
Oh, they're so
those
nice.
are beautiful.
Those are. I'm not the biggest fan of those. I don't like the
That's
orange.
crazy.
Those are
That's wild.
legendary.
You ever see Baker Mayfield in a creamsicle jersey?
Yeah.
It's
No.
like heaven.
I
It's
do
like
love me
heaven.
some Baker
It's
Mayfield.
it's a panty
I
dropper.
love me some Baker Mayfield.
Oh, bro,
Baker Mayfield is-
dog.
Avalanche Bowl.
Undisputed.
He's the quarterback of the people.
He should have won comeback player of the year.
He should have won MVP.
Bro,
You guys are welcome back whenever you want.
Wasn't the first time the Bucks had the creamsicle? Wasn't that also a very bad period of bad period of jersey runs?
We did. We had the creamsicle, then we had the pewter and red, and then we had the stupid digital fucking
Okay.
jerseys, and then we got rid of that shit quick enough.
That was with Jameis, right? The digital.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, sadly.
Then you
Oh,
changed
yeah.
it and won a Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
And then
And we did.
your main jerseys now are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main jerseys are nice, and
The
I
red
like
and
the
white.
throwback. Yeah, they're clean, they're simple, they're good.
I like the helmet.
It's a
Almost
helmet.
nice. I do like. I again, I'm a big fan of the orange and white, kind of legacy type of a jersey. Real quick, we're approaching an hour and 20 minutes on the pod. I do have a game I need to play soon. Pickle, in the end, or Matt and Tom.
Yeah.
How do you guys know Rico?
Rico is roommates with Matt,
He's my roommate.
and
We are college roommates.
Yeah.
And you guys are you guys both Xbox users or just one?
both Xbox
Both.
users.
Both Xbox. So you guys are the only two Xbox users in the league now.
Yeah.
You guys
Yes.
have broken a new your win list, but you're broken a boundary.
The first Xbox win will be documented.
Someday,
And
hopefully.
sometime
be-
in
It'll be a day.
It
Some-
might take a bit.
someday in
It'll be whenever they
20
play each other.
Yeah.
35 and in Madden 36, but you know,
Hey,
it'll
we
happen
will get there. We will get there.
day by day, step by step.
Yes.
All right. So with that being said, we're at hour 20. We've enjoyed the time. Appreciate
Matt,
you guys
you
jumping on
played
the pod
game,
and
right, against Cherokee.
What?
Huh?
Did you play your game against Cherokee?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I lost
What was the score?
Lord.
28-19.
Oh, you were close.
Not bad.
Tom, who
Better
do you
than
play?
what I've been doing in Legacy.
Rico, can you knock out some of those rewards in retro?
Yeah, I can do that for the pod. I got you.
Thank you,
What-
bro. I appreciate you.
Are there
Whatever you don't
rewards
do,
to,
just let me know. I'll knock them out when I'm done.
I'm supposed to verse Goods this week, but
That's a likely that's a chance at a win.
yeah, the problem is we won't be able to play our game.
Oh no.
Yeah. So unless he said maybe he can get home tomorrow before I go to work and we can squeeze it in, but it doesn't look likely.
Tom,
Which
what time are you get off work tomorrow?
Probably 11:15.
He plays late.
Yeah, but what time is Sim tomorrow?
11, I think. Let me check.
Listen, if you guys have a time, that's a
Yeah,
great.
we can hold it.
I can hold Sim to make sure the game. I want games played.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about it and I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, just tag me and Rico, and if Rico needs a Sim afterwards, and we'll make him stay up.
I'll be on.
And then he could watch me play my game.
There
We're
you
at
go.
2, Tommy. We're at 2.
What?
Is this 3?
All right. So with that being said, we are at 1 hour and 22 in the pod. We appreciate everybody hopping on.
Did we get it, Peter?
No, we're at 2. We're at 2.
Okay.
Hold on, what the fuck is this over under shit you guys talking about?
How many bong rips Matt takes during the pod?
I mean, what?
How many bong rips?
Oh, sorry.
Is that 2?
My bad.
This guy.
Again, thank you for joining the pod. Appreciate you guys being here. We will give and let you guys address the league each one at a time. We'll go Rico and then MK.
Nah, I'll go
and then
last.
follow-
For me last.
Oh, you want to go
Yeah,
last?
Rico
Rico?
last.
Okay.
I always go last.
All right. So Tom and Matt. I don't know which one I'll pick first. It's luck of the draw, to be honest, because I don't remember who's who.
Okay.
And then MK, you go third, and then Rico, you go last, and I'll close this out. So with that being said, let's go 1, 2, 3. You are first, sir. Address the league. And thank you.
Thank you. Let's go Giants.
Hold on. Say it with your chest. He left. He didn't get to say it with his chest. It's okay. Hopefully his brother can do better.
First off, it's playing in retro and the main league has been a ton of fun. And the Jets are beating the Bills in the division this year. So Jets, Jets.
Giants and Jets fucking suck. Hope the Bills whoop the Jets' ass. Fuck the Giants. Cowboys are still better than all 3.
And my man's going to have his internet by this weekend. MK's making his comeback.
Hooray!
Let's fucking go. Rico, your turn. Rico. Nothing.
Tahiti.
That's it.
Tahiti.
Tahiti.
Fuck you, Matt.
It's fucking Moana. Fucking shit you got going on here.
Tahiti.
All right. All right, guys. So another great podcast. I appreciate all the guests hopping on. Rico, Tom, Matt, MK. Appreciate you guys jumping on. You know, for my address, I just want a playoff win. That's all I want. Now that Jalen's gone, our chances went up. He's my kryptonite in the playoffs. Shout out to Jalen for kicking my ass consistently. I know I dog you about the regular season record, but that shit don't matter. It's all about the postseason. With that being said, guys, it is April 23rd. It is 10:57. We're going to sign off. Have a great night. Have a great week. Until next time. Peace.